today I wanted to talk to you about something that I feel is super important and something that a lot of people don't talk about. So I wanted to talk about self-doubt and self-doubt in relation to your fitness journey. So this is something that I struggled with very early on, but it's also something that I still struggle with even to this day, right? So first and foremost, what is self-doubt? So self-doubt is feeling that you can't do something, or if you're doing something that you're not as good enough as so-and-so, right? They're doing it so much better, so why do you even need to try, right? And so that is essentially what self-doubt is. Now, I've found that self-doubt walks hand in hand with comparison, right? So they say comparison is the thief of all joy. Comparison also, again, walks hand in hand with self-doubt. That's often one of the triggers. Is you see something on Instagram, or you see one of your friends and they tell you that they have, started squatting and they feel so much better and they feel strong and great, and you think to yourself, well, God, I can't even do a push-up. Like, how am I gonna do squats? So you start to get all of this negative self-talk and all of this chatter surrounding self-doubt, and that prevents you from even starting, from even trying, right? And self-doubt can also sneak up, halfway through. Like, if you push through it initially, it can come back up at any other point during your journey, right? Self-doubt never truly goes away. So here are a couple of tips to help deal with it when those feelings start to come up. So my first tip is you want to name your inner critic, right? So I have a coach, and his inner critic is called Piggy, right? And that's a personal story for him, but that's what his inner critic is called, right? You could call yours Tina, right? Or Alex, right? But by giving your inner critic not just a name, but kind of a personality, so like almost like a negative alter ego, that helps take some of that scariness out of it, right? By making it something that's more personable, that gives it some kind of form, right? Like, it's not some arbitrary thing, it's something tangible, right? When it comes up, you can just be like, oh, that's just Alex, right? Or, oh, that's just Tina. And it makes it easier to not only acknowledge it without having any association to it, it's just a name, right? So not only you can identify it, but then you can easily move through those feelings. So you can say, pipe down, Tina, like, I've got this. So first you want to name that inner critic, right? And then second, what you want to do is keep a gratitude journal. So joy and depression can't live in the same place. Positivity and negativity can't exist in the same space. So when those feelings of self-doubt start to come up, I want you to write down at least 10 things that you are grateful for, right? 10 things. And what happens is that positivity, you start to feel good, you start to get a boost, and then you can move through that self-doubt and those self-depreciating things, because those two emotions can't live in the same moment, right? So that is to write things that you are grateful for, right? Go through and list all of the things. Third tip is to surround yourself with people who support you, right? So personal cheerleaders, whether that's friends, family, even if that's, strangers on the internet, like people on Instagram, right? Who keep you accountable. So you post those sweaty selfies and you've got people cheering you on and supporting you, right? those people that can lift you up when you start to have all of those negative feelings. So third tip is having a group of people that support you. Looking at my notes here real quick. So another tip is to set goals. So what happens is, even if they're small goals, right? So even if the goal for you for your fitness journey is to wake up 20 minutes earlier so you can get in a workout, if that is your goal, what happens is as you start to reach it and as you start to hit that goal on a regular basis, that boosts your confidence, right? And so when Tina comes up again, you can be like, you know what? I'm killing it. I've woken up 20 minutes early all of this week and I'm feeling great. So by setting those goals, even little goals, right? It just gives you a little boost, gets those endorphins going, and you feel like you can accomplish, anything. And maybe today's the day that you're going to attempt to do those squats. And then finally, last tip is to stop worrying about what other people think. So I don't know if you've ever heard the phrase, people's opinions don't pay the bills. Well, people's opinions don't help you lose weight either, right? They don't help you fit into your favorite jeans. They don't help you lose that back fat. They don't do anything. So don't worry about it. Like, if you are really struggling and you really need help, then ask somebody, but don't pay attention to those people who are just putting you down and saying all of those things just because they can, right? Misery loves company. So that's what negative people do, is say things to try and get a rise out of you. So don't even acknowledge it, right? And if you're one of those people, you can't just get past it, write it down, ball it up, and then throw it away. So I hope these tips were helpful. And I also hope that you will go ahead and do one thing in your fitness journey that scares you. So whether it's attempting to do those squats, or maybe it's trying to hold a plank for 60 seconds, whatever it is. But I hope you have a great day, and I will see you in the next video.